Am I audible to everyone? Hello, ma'am. Okay, so if I'm audible, I'm starting this session. So, hello everyone, I'm Khushi Gupta of class 12th of City International School. Welcome you all to this live session. I am very thankful to the principal ma'am and our management who gave me this opportunity to come live before you all and discuss about the topic physical fitness and its components. So, I will appreciate your interaction during this live session. So first of all, I will tell you about the subject physical education. To understand the meaning of physical education, we must understand the meaning of education. Education has a wider meaning. It is a process of learning which modifies our behavior towards progress, and in other words, it is a process of gaining knowledge for the improvement of human beings. And the word physical is referred as bodily movements or body actions. So before starting the discussion about the topic, I want to ask you a question. So as we know that because of this lockdown we are not able to attend our classes and we are bound to live at home. So my question is, how many of you are indulged in any kind of exercise or physical activity during this lockdown? Please answer in the comment section. I repeat my question. How many of you are indulged in any kind of activity or any exercise during this lockdown at home? Please answer. Nishan sir. Okay, you are indulged in activities. What about others? No one else is doing any exercise at home? Okay, so let's continue. It is very important to do any physical activity, because if we will not perform any physical activity during this period, then after this lockdown all of us will definitely gain weight. So it is necessary to do some physical activities at home, inside the home. I'm not saying to go out, just perform some activities in home like yoga or exercise. So now I will continue the discussion about the topic for which I'm here. So we know that a man is said to be the man of actions. His activities are full of movement, and for this physical fitness is required. Now the question arises, what is physical fitness? So physical fitness is the capacity of an individual to do work effectively with joy and pleasure. After the work is over, the person should have sufficient capacity to do more work without any exertion. Moreover, his recovery is also quick, so this is called physical fitness. So now I would like to quote the definition given by David R. Lamb, who was the author of Psychology and Exercise. So first of all, I would like to tell the definition. According to David R. Lamb, physical fitness is the capacity to meet the present and potential physical challenges of life with success. I guess now you all have understood the meaning of physical fitness. So, if yes, please write in the comment sections. Please reply in the comment section. Have you understood the topic physical fitness? Okay, so I will continue. So there are generally, now I will go with the components of physical fitness. So there are generally 5 components of physical fitness, and they are directly or indirectly interrelated with each other. Each component has its own importance in different games and sports. So now I will tell you about the components. There are 5 components, which are strength, speed, flexibility, endurance, and coordinative ability or agility. So I want to ask you the question, how many of you know what is strength? Anyone know what is strength? Or any component, speed, flexibility, or... Okay, so I will continue. So I have prepared a chart for this component, so I will show you the chart. So this is a chart I am showing you all. So in this chart you can see there are 5 components: strength, endurance, speed, flexibility, coordinative ability or agility. So strength has 2 parts, static strength and dynamic strength. Endurance has 2 parts, short term endurance and long term endurance. Speed has 2 parts, reaction time, acceleration and speed of movement. Flexibility has 2 parts, passive flexibility and active flexibility. And coordinative ability and agility don't have any parts. So first of all, we will talk about what is strength. So for strength is an ability of muscle to overcome resistance. It is an essential component for games and sports. Different games require different levels and types of strength. It can be improved through systematic training. Strength is of 2 types: A. Static strength and B. Dynamic strength. Static strength is also known as isometric strength. It is the ability to act against resistance from single or one position. Some examples are arm wrestling and powerlifting, etc. Now we will talk about dynamic strength. So it is also known as isotonic strength. It is related to movement. Thus we can say that it is the strength required for movement. The second component is endurance. So what is endurance? So endurance, it is the ability to sustain or continue activity. In other words, it is the ability to resist fatigue. It is one of the important components for middle or long distance races. It is important for major games like football, hockey, etc. Endurance is also of two types: short-term endurance and long-term endurance. Short-term endurance is helpful to perform activity for longer durations with fast speed. This is the endurance where the aerobic type of activity is done, when the intensity or speed is very fast. So it is required in games like badminton and tennis. So basketball, etc. The second type of long-term endurance is long-term endurance. Yes, sir, stamina also means endurance because it helps us to do work without any fatigue. So now we will discuss about long-term endurance. So this endurance is helpful when the activity is done for longer durations and the intensity or speed is slower. It is in fact the combination of circulatory and respiratory system. Is everything clear to everyone? If you have any queries, then please ask. Okay, so I will continue. The third component is speed. So it is the ability to perform movement at a faster rate. In other words, it is the ability to move as fast as possible. Am I clear? Okay. So it is one of the important components for sprinting and also required. Okay, long term. So Nishant sir is asking for the explanation of long term endurance. So I will explain. Long term endurance is helpful when the activity is done for longer durations and the intensity or speed is lower. It is in fact the combination of circulatory and respiratory system which provides continuous activity for workout. It delays fatigue, thus it is required for long distance races like marathon race and road cycling, etc. So now is it clear? Okay, I guess it is. So the next component is, the third component is speed. So speed is the ability to perform movement at a faster rate. In other words, it is the ability to move as fast as possible. It is one of the most important component for sprinting and also required for fast response skills. In sports, speed is of three types, which is reaction time, acceleration and speed of movement. So first of all, we will discuss about reaction time. Reaction time is the time taken by the body to respond immediately after the stimulus. Now we will discuss about acceleration. Acceleration is the time taken by the body to reach the maximum speed. It helps to gain initial speed during action. And the speed of movement is the quickness of complete action or movement. It is generally the time taken by the body to complete the full action. Now the next component is flexibility. The fourth component, flexibility, is the ability of joints to move in maximum range. In other words, this is the range of a joint to move maximum. Flexibility is specific to a given joint or depend upon the muscular joint. So speed is measured through flexometer. It is of two types, passive flexibility and active flexibility. So passive flexibility is the ability of joints to move in maximum range, with external help. For example, stretching with the partner. But active flexibility is performed without any external help or self movement of a part of maximum range. For example, toe touching, gymnastics, etc. And the last component is coordinative ability or agility. So it is the ability of body to perform movement with perfection and efficiency. In other words, movement and direction to change in shortest time without getting unbalanced. It is generally related to the balance while doing any activity. So the accuracy of action, rhythm of change of movement, balance, etc. all depends on coordinative flexibility is measured with which equipment? Sir, flexibility is measured with flexometer. So I will continue with coordinative ability or agility. So it is the ability of the body to perform movement with perfection. Sir, flexometer. So it is the ability of body to perform movement with perfection and efficiency. In other words, it is the ability to change movement and direction in the shortest time without getting unbalanced. The accuracy of action, rhythm of change of movement, balance, etc. all depends on coordinative ability or agility. Some examples for coordinative ability is badminton. So now so if it is clear to everyone, please tell in the comment section. If it is clear, then tell, or otherwise I will ask some questions which I have prepared for this live session related to this topic. Okay, so I will ask some questions which is related to the components of physical fitness. So the first question is, these are some MCQ type questions. So the first question is, the agility test would be suitable for which of the following? I will repeat, the agility test. The agility test would be suitable for which of the following? And the options are A. Badminton players, B. 400 meter sprint, or C. water pool. Please answer. A. Badminton player, B. 400 meter sprint, or C. water pool. Coordinative ability or agility test would be suitable for which of the following? Please answer. Okay, so I will answer. The agility test suitable for the following is badminton players, because they need balance during the tournament. So yes sir, you are correct, badminton player. So the second question is, yes ma'am, you are also correct. The second question is, what components of fitness would be required for the splits or high kicks? What component of fitness will be required for splits or high kicks? And the options are speed, flexibility, or strength. Please answer. What component of fitness would be required for splits and high kicks, and the options are A. Flexibility, B. Speed, and C. Strength. Okay, so I will repeat the question. What components... Okay, so flexibility is the right answer, but still I will repeat. What components of fitness would be required for splits and high kicks? And the options are speed, flexibility, and strength. Flexibility. Okay, thank you. So the third question is, which of the following is not a component of physical fitness? So I just told you about the 5 components, so it is the question related to that. So which of the following is not a component of physical fitness? And the options are A. Balance, B. Coordination, C. Weight training, and D. Speed. Sir, you are wrong. Flexibility is the right answer, not strength. Which of the following is not a component of physical fitness? And the options are A. Balance, B. Coordination, C. Weight training, and D. Speed. Please answer. Yes, sir. Okay. So I will repeat my question. Which of the following is not a component of physical fitness? And the options are A. Balance, B. Coordination, C. Weight training, or D. Speed. Please answer fast. Yes, sir. Correct answer. Weight training is the correct answer. So I guess now I am clear to everyone. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Weight training is the correct answer. Yes, Anshika, weight training is correct answer. Kamla ma'am, weight training is correct answer. So I guess you all are able to understand the concept. So all of you have given the correct answer. So I guess all of you have understood the concept. So I am very grateful to all of you for attending this session. Thank you everyone, and have a nice day. And I will end this live session here. Thank you so much for attending this live session.